Yeah, this is my first uh, live here in YouTube. So you're just wondering what it looked like while having an actual uh, speaking using this platform. So anyway, I don't care about the views, guys. I just want to try this platform in order to make natural. Okay. So since then, I hope that you're doing well today, and I know that we have different uh, perspective in terms of speaking approach towards everybody. And as you can hear my voice, it's not actually good because I don't have a mic, and I keep always give myself into a familiarization of the language. Anyway, guys, so today I have a time to study. So since then, way back in 2020, so I enrolled in law school while I'm having work in, yeah, a law enforcement agency. So it's kind of hard to to make things natural in terms of speaking because in law school it has a unique way of teaching in which is Socrates method. So by giving to this, guys, I hope that everyone is going good. And as you can see, I have my book. I review the constitutional law in from constitutional 1 and 2. So there are principles and cases here that I need to review because our or my mind cannot able to uh, enhance or to accept the information way back uh, in a couple of years. So yeah, this is live. Actually, it's my first time going, and there are things that I really want to do it. An actual speaking to someone listening at me. So it has to be done soon. Guys, so join me while I'm reading. So yeah, this is my preference actually. So this is my preference in order to watch myself, either how I speak in front of the camera or how I use the English language, my accent at the same time, the creativity of the words that I present in this platform. So I think that's important. Okay, without any return, you just speak in front of me. Although it's kind of freaky thing when you speak about yourself, about the issues, without without people watching you, without people listening at you, but it is okay. So yeah, if you want to join me reading, I use the Pomodoro technique. Okay, and it is 1 hour or 60 minutes, and then 2 minute break, and then read again, and then yeah, it's a cycle actually. Anyway, guys, so let's review the constitutional Philippine constitutional law. So, and this is from Rex Bookstore. So first is to know the concept of the 1987 Constitution. Anyway, guys, if you remember your college days in an easy manner or an easy explanation, what is the Constitution? So without reading this context, and for me, as I listen to lecture of the brilliant person, which is Dean Luca, he said, Constitution is the rigid you cannot change at will. In other words, Without amendment, without revision, you cannot change it. It is permanent. There is no expiration of it. Okay, there are a lot of cases here, but I will not dwell on that because yeah, it's very complex. So I would rather use the in layman term in order you to understand easily. So I have a 5 minute, 5 minute uh, consume in my life. So anyway, there are okay. Constitution is a rigid document. You cannot change at will. Like what I said, it has a way of a person that has guarantee of full protection of freedom. Okay, the fact that we have a constitution, it is a charter. It is a contract between you and the government. In order the government will have full protection of your rights, and at the same time it guarantee a pro-human approach. So here, as we deal with the government itself, always remember that the government is always our side. Okay, I'm not mentioning the rotten government because sometimes the conception or the perception of a person is we cannot control. For example, congressman deal with corruption, politicians deals with corruption. So we actually can't control their uh, how they think. It's up to them. But we have specific law that guarantee if they violated the special law in which is Graphing Corruption Act, then they will prosecute it. But there must be beyond reasonable doubt, or there would be a probable cause to that specific circumstance that they act. Okay, so what else? What else? What are the aspect in dealing the Constitution or the 1987 Constitution? And this is very basic, guys. Substantive law and procedural law. When we speak sub, procedural, it means the government must prove if a person violated the said crime against the state. So it must be proven. There has to be a notice in hearing, and this is the element of due process. Due process, it is an indispensable approach in which is guarantee a full protection, like what I said earlier, a full guarantee of your rights. If there is no notice in hearing, then the government violates the bill of attainder. It must have a first judicial trial before you prosecute it, and it is proven beyond reasonable doubt. So that's the substantive procedural law. And when we speak substantive law, there has a permanent context of the law that has covered the penalty and the circumstance of your action, in which is we use nowadays the revised penal code, and that is a public substantive law. So again, guys, when we speak substantive law, it's more criminal in nature, and the legal basis on that is the jurisprudence, and the RPC, the code law when we deal with penalty and prosecution. So yeah, I'm not yeah, if you really want to read that one to affirm my what I'm trying to say to this at this moment, then read the revised penal code, specifically in Article 4, in which is criminal liability. So there are things that we need to understand because it's very complex as regards to the sections or provisions. So although it's kind of technical, guys, but yeah, let me simplify all these things. So in connection to the substantive law, there has to be, or it needed you to understand that the government itself uh, is not the enemy of the individuals. Instead, the government has uh, uh, guarantee our full protections of the, because we have a 1987 constitution. And I think that's for now, guys. I have 11-minute video of live today. So yeah, hoping that you're doing well today. Always keep your progress the while you're speaking, and I want to motivate you that if you have time to speak, then use this one. It's a kind of shadowing exercise between you and the yeah, in front of the camera. So yeah, I hope that it's okay for you to make things um, natural in terms of speaking. So yeah, that's it.